like what really upsets you, and what are you overreacting to, and then also what are you underreacting to? Where are your boundaries at, and are you upholding them? Hey y'all, welcome to Meryl's Mystic. I'm Meryl, and I empower witches, bitches, and dudes to complete themselves because I believe that you are the one that you are looking for. And today we are here to talk about the upcoming Libra Full Moon. Oh man, I am so excited about the Libra Full Moon. Who could use some balance in their life, or at least a little bit more? The Libra Full Moon is taking place this Saturday. If you are in the Northwestern Hemisphere, it will be at its fullest in the middle of the day, actually, just around noon, Pacific time at 11:57, Mountain time at 12:57, Central 1:57, and Eastern time 2:57. So you could really do your rituals the night before or the night after. It'll be, the full moon energy is always strongest, so 3 to 5 days around it. Generally, the rule of thumb is to do your rituals the night before, but don't let that discourage you. The magic is still powerful. And right now we are experiencing the Neptune-Jupiter convergence. And this is a convergence that happens it's really only once in a lifetime. I think what I saw was it had been like 166 years or something since this convergence has taken place. And these planets, the planet of Jupiter is the planet of luck, and the planet of Neptune is the planet of our subconscious and of kind of the dream world. And so this is a very auspicious time to do some letting go with our full moon, letting go of things that are just taking up space in your life, that are no longer part of no longer part of your life, no longer part of your journey. And in tandem to then manifest what is going to replace that. And with this convergence with these two planets, it's happening in Pisces, in our dream sign. It's really the time to set your goals and manifest your dreams. Really, it is about thinking of almost like the wildest dreams possible. Really stretching your imagination, really looking at what you really want, who you really want to be, or how you, not so much even who you want to be, if that applies to you, great, but also how do you want to enjoy your life? How do you also want to just be? What kind of experiences do you have? What's your bucket list? Start adding to that. This is really about letting your imagination and your wants and needs and dreams and desires to come forward, because it's kind of like that old saying that if you shoot for the moon, at least you'll land among the stars. They really are asking you to shoot for the moon, and you could get there. But the upside is if you don't get there, you will land among the stars. You will get somewhere. And if you open yourself up to these possibilities, you could arrive at a place that is even far beyond what your wildest imagination could be. So definitely try to do something during this time that's either clearing space, physically, emotionally, mentally. It's springtime in the Northwestern Hemisphere, great time to physically start clearing stuff out. It's about there's this level of, with this Libra full moon, getting our inside world and our outside world to match more. That's really what this balance is about. If you've seen in some of my other videos, when I talk about balance, it's more of a ratio of your energy. It's you know, it's more, it's trying to implement things in your life that just make you feel more content, calm, and at ease. That's really what we mean when we mean balance, because balance in its black and white definition, it can be fleeting. It can be the same thing as searching for or reaching for perfectionism. And we can think that if we don't get balance that we're failing somehow, and that's we're trying to get away from that. It's a spectrum, it's a blob, it's a flat circle. It is what you make it. It is what you need it to be. Okay. Cool. The Libra full moon is also the pink moon. And it always makes me think of that Nick Drake song. I love that Nick Drake song, Pink Moon. If you've never heard of Nick Drake, he was ahead of his time. And if you're an old hipster like me, hopefully you've listened to him, and I highly recommend it. If you like bands like Iron and Wine, and Bon Iver and stuff, check out Nick Drake for sure. And he sings the Pink Moon. Ooh, things are coming out already. So this first card is always just the general energy that this full moon is bringing us, and it is the Eight of Cups. This is so cool. The Eight of Cups is all about walking away and clearing space, ultimately, and very much in your emotional realm. And so I think, and if you notice, there's a moon in the background. So definitely take advantage of this Libra full moon for this letting go process, because if you really want to take advantage of this convergence, you're gonna need to clear some space. You're gonna need to walk away, let go, release things that, this is like the ultimate full moon card, things besides the moon card. Releasing things that really are just cluttering your life. And it's really even like emotions, like what emotions are cluttering your life? Who are you letting, you know, take up emotional space rent free? Who are you wasting emotions on that aren't even in your life anymore? Or what are you wasting emotions on? If you are still having a hard time letting go of certain things, is there grieving that you need to do? Or is there some grieving processes that you need to do? Could some letting go practices be part of that grieving process? For my full moons, if the weather permits it, and if I have the energy, we are lucky enough to have a fire pit and to be able to have fires where we live. You can also do this in a smaller sense too, just be safe about it. And I like to write down everything that I'm letting go, and then at the end add, you know, a couple things that I'm pulling in, which I might do something separate. I might do like one letting go, since there's two different energies going on here in the planets, two different auspicious moments. And then I actually fold up my paper. Let's see if I can. I've been meaning to do like a video or a post about it or something. So I'll write down like all my things. If you're at my house on a full moon, you've done this. Try to be at my house on a full moon. Fold it in half, and then I just like fold in, you know, the sides a couple times, and then you get a little pouch. And then I will literally just like Google what herbs or flowers coincide with the Libra full moon and Aries season, and then I will find the herbs that coincide with those energies that are also coinciding with the things that I'm like letting go and manifesting. And I will like, I should have just folded the paper. I'm like, I don't want to waste the paper. And then I will, you know, we'll put the little, so then everyone gets their herbs and their thing. And then you close it up, and so then you have a like little magic packet, and we'll look into the fire, and we'll look up at the moon. We'll let the moon bathe us in its light and its power and its magic, and we will put all of our love and intention into it and say, thank you for being with me when I needed you. Thank you for everything that you did for me. I no longer require your services. I have learned these lessons. I no longer require to learn them. I have finished these soul contracts, and whenever you're ready, you feel like you've said all your piece, you put it in the fire, and watch it burn. A lot of the time, the way they burn too will tell you. Like, it's really cool. It's fun when you do it with people, because then you can see, like, some folks' little fire packets will just like burst into flames, and just like that thing that was so ready to be let go, and then some of them just like have to sit there and like, it's taking its sweet time. And it's about being in this moment and letting the magic, like, wash over you. It's letting yourself feel the magic, feel the intention, feel how we can create magic for ourselves in that way. So this is truly one of the best moons to be letting go of really what's no longer serving you. Okay. So next, let's see what, I'm getting advice this time and like next steps. So let's look at the advice. The devil. Oh, the devil. Okay, so advice. So if this is the advice about what we're walking away from, and we're walking away from some emotional things here and some emotional ties. So this means this is some deep stuff. This could be, man, it was feeling all like fun, and let's just like let go of this stuff. We're going to feel all light. Well, for some folks, you might have to be doing some deeper digging, and this might even be looking at emotions or attachments that you have, deeper in the sense of you don't really want to admit that these things may be holding you back. You don't really want to let go of these things. I've been having this self-reflection also, and I was like, it's your choice when you open up the social media and distract yourself for 30 minutes of the day when you could be doing something useful. Sometimes all we can blame is ourselves for not getting, not being productive, or what's the other thing I was going to say? Or, oh my gosh, blame ourselves for, wow, it just like completely went away. I guess that wasn't the message. There's a difference between being lazy and resting. And there's a difference between distractions that make you feel like you've gotten something done and doing something that actually needed to be done. And the devil is about unhealthy attachments and sometimes addiction, codependency. In this case of the emotion, it really does feel like it's these deeper things that we don't necessarily want to admit that it's me. It's you. What are those things that are, that are vices that you probably, could let go of a little bit. And this isn't just like, smoking or anything like that. It's what you put your emotion into, what you choose to like latch onto in a day, how you choose to let certain things affect you. Sometimes things just affect us, but there's a lot of times where we have to just like ignore how people are, and not take them so personally is what I heard. Like out in traffic. And Aries season has been a really hard time for all of us to not take things personally. And I really feel like after the craziness of Pisces season, Aries season's really showing us like what really upsets you, and what are you overreacting to, and then also what are you underreacting to? Where are your boundaries at, and are you upholding them? And when somebody tests those boundaries, are you excusing it and doing the same thing over again? Or are you finally saying, aha, there's my sign. I said it the last time I was in this situation, that if I see this again, I'm not gonna do the same thing I did last time. Not gonna do it. So there's a discernment here. There's always like a choice and a discernment with the devil energy, okay? Because you don't want to give up your power also. And sometimes you need to take responsibility for how you're moving through the world. No matter, what diagnoses you may carry around. Because I started to recognize when it's, when it's the ADHD getting in the way of my day, or when it's me choosing to not, actually do my morning routine to set up my day for success. The ADHD did not do that in the morning. I did. Okay. Next step. Ooh, this is a nice one. This is going to be a powerful moon. The sun. Here comes the sun. It's always the song I hear when I pull the sun. Super cheese. Can't help it. I love the Beatles. I'm that person. I know. It's okay if you don't like them. I won't judge you. There's some bands that I don't like that people are like, what? So we're even. The sun. So there's light. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Here's your balance of this Libra. We are balancing the light and the dark. Because that's the thing too, like, it's not about getting rid of all the bad, getting rid of all the dark. You gotta have a little bit of it. Just like you're a little bit, like when it comes to divine, masculine, and feminine, I'm gonna do a whole video about that. You gotta have a little bit of each. Divine solar, divine lunar, divine day, divine night, the darkness, the light. It all goes together. It's about, finding that balance and choosing kind of which one you go to, and finding outlets too for the not so light things, finding outlets for the darkness. I think that's why comedy is so huge in our society. That is a huge outlet for our dark thoughts and joking about us thinking horrible things, because sometimes your brain just thinks of horrible things, and in life, I'm sure if you are into comedy, or you joke around a lot, you have those certain safe people that you can say some really fucked up jokes with, and they get it and they laugh, and you laugh together, because what else are we gonna do? So, that's why it's why getting in touch with like play is getting so big again, and trying not letting, being an adult keep you from certain joys that remind you why you're alive. There's a balance here, that's why we go get in mosh pits at rock concerts. That's why we go to places to just dance our asses off. Those are those releases that comes from this place of within us in our darkness, but then it's like also letting our light shine at the same time. This is really where that Libra energy comes in, and it's really cool. I love Libra energy. So if you, again, you're letting the magic guide you, letting yourself see how the magic of life shows up. Okay, bottom of the deck as usual. Judgment. Judgment for me is the alignment card, the purpose card. So what's the core reason of it all? To align you with your purpose, to align you with your path. And also, I feel like too, this time, right, for this one especially, is that you are right where you're supposed to be. I know that we can get caught up in, you know, how to improve, what's next, where am I going, what's this, what's that, la 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 la. And there's tons of outlets, and I try to help give some guidance to that too. But we need to be careful to not get caught up in this like trope of like that you always need something to be fixed, okay? Or something needs to be improved all the time. You don't. You can improve things when you want to, and you can work on yourself for a little bit, and then you can stop. You know, or you can just, if you feel good, just be and enjoy your life. And you know, sometimes there's nothing to fix. You know, there's a part of these seasons too that being present is becoming such a huge theme already this year, and just being is part of that. And just being present in your space and finding the gratitude in those moments, also finding the contentment in those places, which is where we find our feeling of balance. Okay, so I probably didn't say it before, but that was our Modern Witch Tarot by Lisa Sturl. And then today I have a new oracle deck. It is the Shaman's Dream Oracle by Alberto Villoldo and Collette Reid, the Oracle Queen. I'm so excited. I've been pulling these cards a little bit for myself. They're gorgeous and super cool and powerful already. And I thank you to my Aunt Pam who got them for me. Thanks, Pam. Love you. So I was like, what a perfect time. Full moon, Jupiter-Neptune convergence. Shaman Dreamer Oracle. Look at that. Right where we're supposed to be, baby. Ooh, that was quick. Oh, it's the first card. A tidy house, clarity and organization. And didn't I mention at the top of this that sometimes this clearing out and letting go means in your physical space. I tell you what, I've been deep spring cleaning my house, room by room, and it feels so good. And I'm getting to the point where I want it to be done. But it's taking a lot more time than I expected, but that's okay. When I get a room finished, I'm just like, yes, feels so good. A tidy house, clarity and organization, a thorough inventory, an auspicious symbol. Auspicious time. If your emotional world feels messy and unruly and you can't seem to get clear, it's time to see how your environment is affecting you. Although your inner world has a huge impact on what shows up in your outer world. I said that too, about your inner world and your outer world. The thing. Although your inner world has a huge impact on what shows up in your outer world, the reverse is also true. You can be influenced by the people who populate your daily life and the energy of the objects you surround yourself with. Basically, everything in your surroundings. Now is the time for an inventory and full clearing of your environment. Ask for clarity from your relationships and do not make assumptions at this time. Clear and unambiguous communication is key. Clear and unambiguous communication is key. Say what you mean. You may choose to let go of some people from your life when this shows up. This is a good thing. This is all about letting go. I love it. Otherwise, you may stay in these relationships too long out of a sense of obligation and social courtesy, when in truth, there is nothing holding you together. Ooh, so good. Be impeccable with your word. Say what you mean. and be willing to make whatever changes are necessary to clean up your side of the street. When I said say what you mean earlier, I was just adding that. That's hilarious. I haven't pulled this card or read it before. If you know you are doing the right thing, it doesn't matter who has an opinion. I'm gonna read that again. If you know you are doing the right thing, it doesn't matter who has an opinion. You know in here. That said, right now, once you are sure your proverbial house is a tidy one, to enjoy, once you are sure your proverbial house is a tidy one, there is a release of energy to begin new things, to enjoy life, and to know with certainty you are on the right path. Oh my God. These are amazing cards, y'all. Like, I've only pulled a couple for myself, and the couple I pulled were so right on. And this is like everything I said. That is crazy. Still gets me, still blows me away. So cool. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate your support. Please be sure to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, share it with a friend. Also make sure you go watch the Aries new moon video from a couple weeks ago. The Aries season tarot scopes are slowly being uploaded. They will be uploaded by the end of Aries season, which is Sunday or Monday. They should be out by then. Taurus season begins on the 19th, and the Taurus tarot scopes will be out much sooner. Things have changed all of a sudden. I've definitely been feeling all this energy. It's definitely been affecting my life, and so I should be back on top of some things. Thank you again, and let me know what resonated with you, and I will see you for Taurus season. Bye.